What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. And today, we're going to be going through the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts game. We're going to be recapping it and giving you my honest thoughts on this game. If you look at the box score is very accurate with, it honestly summarizes the game pretty damn well. The Colts started off really hot. 17 points in the first quarter. Jonathan Taylor had, 93 yards in the first quarter. It was just a wild first quarter. The Colts had a block punt and all this stuff. So, real quick before we get back into this, I just want to say, make sure you like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on, and let me know where you think the Colts season is going to end this year. Do you think they're going to make the playoffs, wild card, divisional? Do you think they go all the way? I say no, but nonetheless, let's get back into it. So, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts yesterday, right? Both quarterbacks weren't great. Carson Wentz struggled. Trevor Lawrence struggled. So not a day of the quarterbacks. It was a day of the defenses in the trenches. That's what this game was all about. The Jaguars' defensive line absolutely pushed around this Colts offensive line. They absolutely pushed them around. And in the first, after the first quarter, this Jaguars team got it figured out. The defense got it all figured out. The defense started plugging holes really well, started stopping Jonathan Taylor. They were just doing very well against the pass game as well. They were really struggling, in the first quarter against everything. They even had a block punt, but the Colts, overcame the pass rush, overcame the three-quarter drought of just not being very good. It's just kind of how this game played out. The Colts came out really hot, 17-0. Though it looked like this game was going to turn out really bad. That the Colts were going to absolutely obliterate the Jaguars, but they didn't. They struggled. 1 quarter later, this game ended up being a close game. It was like, 17-9, something like that. So, this Colts team has to get something figured out. You cannot play 1 quarter and call it a game. Yeah, I get it. There were so many injuries. But you played so hard in the first quarter with them. Even with the injuries. I get it. Quentin Nelson went down for a play or two. But at the end of the day, you got to keep pushing. You got to play the whole game. I get it. It's so much easier said than done. But this kind of stuff usually comes down to coaching. But Frank Reich called an amazing game today. There was just a lack of execution by the players today. Frank Reich called a great game. Lack of execution by the players. Too many penalties. The Colts offensive line struggled and got pushed around by the Jaguars defensive line. Jonathan Taylor had a very good first quarter. After that, he didn't have much. In the big runs that he did have, he had a few. They were called back due to a penalty. Wide receivers, Michael Pittman. Now we kind of need someone else besides Michael Pittman to step up. He's been the main guy for these last few weeks. Zach Pascal had a few catches. Ashton Doolin had a big third down catch. We just need to see these receivers get the ball more. They've been doing very well. But they still need to step up outside of Michael Pittman Jr. I feel like we need to get our tight ends more involved. I feel like we need some 3 tight end sets with like Pittman out there. That'd be amazing. Jack Doyle's played good all season. Molly Cox, and then you've been getting Kylan Granson involved lately a lot more. So why not play some more 3 tight end sets and put them all out at the same time? Put Pittman or T.Y. Hilton out there as well. I think that'd be fun. I think that's something the Colts can do. And I'm really happy how this Colts defense really played majority of the game until the end. They struggled a bit, but I really like how this Colts defense played today. Even with all the injuries, even with all the crappy stuff that happened, this Colts defense was up to the challenge. They did very good versus Trevor Lawrence in the first half. They did struggle a bit in the second half. They did very good against the run game in the first half. You know, the Jaguars had damn near nothing. But it goes to show, if you don't play a full 4 quarters, it's going to catch up with you. And it almost did this with the Colts. The Colts almost dropped this one. And if the Colts dropped this game, it was going to be really tough to get to the playoffs. It would have been really tough. Nonetheless, this is a game where it shows, you know, the Colts played sloppy, but they still won. And that's big there too. You know, but I don't think it was coaching. I think it was execution this week. Nonetheless, we came out to win. You know, the Colts defensive line played pretty well. Deo Dangba was out there quiet time. He forced a fumble. DeForest Buckner was out there playing well. Kwity Paye, dude. It was scary to see him go down, but Kwity Paye gets so much pressure on the quarterback, it is not even funny. It is not even funny how much pressure he gets on the quarterback. He is an amazing edge rusher so far. He just has to find a way to finish. Once he finds a way to finish, woo, he's going to be a damn good edge rusher in this league. So, then you have Kamoko Toure, Cody Muhammad. We got some really good guys outside of, you know, Isaac Rochelle, who has played decent. This defensive line is looking pretty good. And, you know, Darius Leonard has played good. Bobby Okereke has played good. You know, Okereke, however you say it. But I think he wants to be called Okereke. I think I saw it in a press conference. I'm not sure, but I believe he wants to be called that. So I'm going to put the 100% respect on that and call him Okereke. Unless I find something that says otherwise. But, yeah. So, and that Jaguars team, we're lucky we played a team that really struggled on third down. If we played a team that was much better on third downs, we would have lost this game. The defense would have scored, or the offense would have scored so many more points on us. But we got the job done. Yeah, it wasn't versus a great team, but we got the job done. We got the win. It is one game closer to playoffs. We went from number 12 in the AFC seeding to number 10. So that's a big jump right there, but we got to continue. We got to continue playing hard. We have Buffalo next week. So let's enjoy this win the rest of the day on Monday, whenever you're seeing this. And then Tuesday, let's get ready for Buffalo, baby. It's going to be a big game in Buffalo. Big game. Colts win that one. It's looking pretty good. Even though you have Bucks after that. You still got to continue to play rough. You got to continue to play hard. If you could beat the Bucks and the Bills, that's huge. Highly unlikely. The chance is there. We have a second chance the second half of the season to show that we can beat playoff teams. We have another chance to do that. And let's go out and do it. Let's go out and gain and earn some respect that we've been wanting for so long now. Let's go show everyone who we are. Let's go show everyone what Carson Wentz and Jonathan Taylor can do, what Michael Pittman can do, what T.Y. Hilton can still do, what Zach Pascal can do, what this offensive line will do, what that defensive line is coming into. Let's keep the momentum rolling. But we got to play all 4 quarters. I cannot stress that enough. If we don't play all 4 quarters and we don't go into every single game, just saying, oh, we're going to win, we'll be fine. We got to take one game at a time and do the best that they can every single week. It's not an easy road to the playoffs from here. It is not. After the 0-3 start, 1-4 start, not an easy road to the playoffs. But there's a chance. And the Colts have to take advantage of that. So lucky that so many teams are struggling down the middle of the season. That looked like we're going to really be good the rest of the season. But that's the NFL. Many teams start hot. And then many teams just shrivel up. They cool off. Teams just figured them out. Whoa. The Colts are just figuring themselves out now. So Colts are 4-1. Or 4-1 since 4-1 since starting 1-4. 5-5 from 1-4 to 5-5. So we got to take one game at a time. So let me know what y'all think about this game. This was a really fun game. I think it was a really good one. Isaiah Rodgers had an amazing game, even though Xavier Rhodes was out. Brock Houston had a decent game. Kenny Moore had a decent game. The safeties were all right. It was just a solid game and all. And I'm happy how it turned out. So let me know what y'all think about that. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great night. Hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Next time.